Welcome, everybody. This is Module 4, Lesson 2. We're talking about logos, colors, and visual identity. So why does visuals matter?
Well, this is how people see you, right?
Yep.
And they're going to see a logo or, your color scheme or whatever, and they're going to start to that's going to be your identity when you're not in front of them. So you want to make sure it represents you well.
This statistic, I always bring it up when we talk, 93% of all communication is visual.
Yep.
7% is only said.
That's right.
So your visual identity is huge. So how can good visuals help build trust?
Yeah, I think that if you have a consistent logo and a consistent visual, right? I think that over time that builds trust just because they see it over and over again. They start to recognize it with you as a person or you as a business. And those things in general just kind of help build that trust.
So let's talk about some logo basics. What makes a great logo for an orthodontist?
I think simple, clean, something that is not cheesy or corny. I think that goes a long way. Because, listen, your name can be corny and all those type of things. But if you have a nice, simple, good color, with maybe just a little hint toward a grin or a smile or something in it, it goes a really long way.
Yeah, I think a lot of orthodontists fall into the trap of, I want to appeal to a certain demographic. So they, and again, it's like picking the right colors for what you want. And your name does kind of limit like what you can, like Brice Orthodontics or whatever,
That's right.
And it's like you could think out of the box a little bit. Like it could be some sort of bird or whatever. Like you can do a lot of different things to make that happen. So should you design your logo yourself? I'm over here chuckling at this, or hire someone.
Unless you're some kind of graphic designer, no. The answer is just hire someone. And the thing is, it's so simple now to hire something. You can do it with, I like logo tournament, right? You set a price and you say, hey, I'm going to shoot this out to 100, 1,000, a million people, and they're going to give you back all these logos.
Yeah.
And then you can refine them, which is really cool. It's a good, cost-effective way to do it. Yep. You've got Fiverr. Is that what you call it, Fiverr?
Yeah, Fiverr.
Yeah. And you've got those that can help. You've got
99 Designs kind of does the same thing.
All those things. So now at this point, it's not even a challenge to like find a designer. You can easily find one. And this is my 2 cents. I'm not a big fan of the extracted tooth, right? When I see the root on the tooth, on the logo, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
So anyways, I think that's something that can easily be done. You get you a nice design for a logo.
And I think when you're trying to do that, make sure you have some examples of, logos that you like. You can have a mix of other orthodontic practices and logos out in the world. It might be, I really like Adidas or whatever. Like I like the simple, clean lines. Like you can do a lot of that. And when you have a good designer, they know how to bring your stuff to life. Make sure that you get revisions on all your logo designs.
Yeah. And then the same thing is whenever you are thinking about your name, I never would have thought this. Think about how the initials to your name look, right? So mine is Elevation Orthodontics, right? EO. I actually don't like how the EO looks, but I loved the name of Elevation Orthodontics. But if I were doing it over again, I might have thought of a different name that was easier to incorporate.
Yeah.
So just always think about that as well.
And the squint test. I know I'm getting a little nerdy here with design stuff. If your logo and you can squint and pull it away and it still looks normal, that is a great way to test that.
That means it's simple and it's clean and looks good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's talk about choosing the right colors. How can colors affect people's perception of a brand?
Colors that look good and make sense for dental brands. Blues typically are very consistent. They build that level of trust. Greens have energy involved. You see that with a lot of healthcare, which is really good. So that has that tendency. Then you have oranges that do bring more energy. So any kind of combination of those is really nice. But again, you have to go back to your target population. So mine is a little bit older. So my logos are black and white because we're trying to bring this classy, luxurious type of experience.
Yeah, and doing a little bit of color theory, again, your designer can do a lot of this part, but color theory does go a long way with that. And why should you stick with the same fonts for everything that you do within your practice?
Consistency. You're building a brand, so they got to see it over and over and over again. So from your letterhead to the little things that you're putting ads out. If you have consistency with your formatting, with your font, it's going to make it more memorable.
One thing that you can do is once you have your colors, your logo and everything, have someone create a brand guide, a style guide. So anyone that ever works with your brand, you can have that. And a good way to do that is ChatGPT. You can provide them with your logos, your colors, and they will write a style guide for you, which is a great thing. Or you can work with HIP and we give you a style guide as well. Some common mistakes. Why should people avoid trendy designs when they're coming with their logos?
The problem with trendy designs is they go out of style, right? It's just like any trendy thing. I mean, it's really cool. It's really, really cool for a short period of time. What you're looking for is you're looking for something that will stand the test of time. And I'm not saying it's got to last for 30 years, but again, we want to get at least a good 4, 5, 6, 7 years out of these logos, right? Then it's about that time that you're doing an in-office kind of update. You want to maybe update the logo as well to kind of reflect that.
And, good brands, they don't really change their, their design. You look at Nike. Nike is the same design it was 40 years ago. And it's knowing how to do that. And you might not be able to do that right out the gate. And that's okay. But you can have a design and it can be tweaked and all of that. So last thing is testing your designs. I think mockups are a great way to do this. What does it look like on a hat? What does it look like on the scrubs? What does it look like on stationery? Again,
that gives you a foolproof visual representation of what it could be, right? So it should make it a little bit easier. I love a good mockup. And that way you can know what kind of merch you need to buy, how it looks in big format, how it looks in small format, how it looks in just the font, how it looks with just the logo, all of those things.
If it's smaller, is it scrunched up and can you tell what it is?
That's right.
It's super important. So that is this lesson. We'll be back with the next one.